So many people find out they have osteoporosis after receiving a bone density test result. It often comes as a surprise, especially sometimes to me. Many older but fitter patients have come to me with the osteoporosis diagnosis. But bone loss usually starts quietly, years earlier. So today I want to explain what osteoporosis really is, why it happens, and what exactly helps protect your bones as you get older. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian. I've been a chiropractor since 1999 and working as a primal health coach since 2013. Remember that this video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. Always speak with your personal health care provider before doing anything. This is just for educational purposes only. So, all right, let's get into it. Let's talk about osteoporosis. So, osteoporosis is a condition where your bones become less dense, which makes fractures more likely. Osteopenia is the early stage where bone density is lower than normal, but it's not quite in the osteoporosis range. One of the tricky things about osteoporosis is that it's often it's like a silent disease because you don't feel it. It doesn't hurt. It just kind of sneaks up on us over time. And the first sign is often either a lab result or a fracture from something that typically wouldn't, cause a fracture. It wasn't that big of a fall. So those are usually your first signs. So a really important thing to understand is this. Your bones are not dead tissue. They're living tissue. They're connected to the blood vessels. The nervous system is always detecting the health of the bones because there's special cells that build bones, special cells that are cleaning up cells. So it's constantly remodeling itself. And amazingly, every 7 to 10 years, we get a brand new skeleton. So what you provide your body, what your building blocks are, will determine how healthy your bones are down the road. So like I was saying, this remodeling process keeps happening. We're building cells, body's cleaning up new cells. And as we age, those remodeling cells slow down a little bit. And if the remodeling happens faster than the rebuilding, the bone density gradually decreases, and that's how osteoporosis develops. So next, why does this happen? Usually it's not just one cause. Often it's a combination of factors such as age, can be family history, surprisingly nutrition, things like poor nutrition definitely, low protein intake is really important, vitamin D deficiency, certain medications like long-term steroids can have an effect, thyroid disease, smoking and excessive alcohol, hormone changes, especially menopause. Many people have several of these things going on at the same time. So that's kind of a clue as to how to fix that. Many people wonder how you actually measure or test for osteoporosis. It's actually done through a thing called a DEXA exam, dual energy X-ray absorptiometry. It's a DEXA. And this test measures bone density and fracture risk. Now, doctors may order blood tests like calcium, vitamin D levels, check your thyroid. This helps rule out other factors that might be going on as well. So focusing on what actually helps bones, now this is the part that really most people want to know. Strong bones don't come from just calcium alone. They require several foundations of things working together to coordinate your bone health. Remember that the goal isn't just increasing a number on an exam. It's helping your body maintain the ingredients for healthy bones. And also really important is reducing your risk for falls by improving balance and increasing muscle strength and looking at your environment and making sure that you are preventing falls by getting rid of loose rugs, things that you can trip over, adding handrails. Strategies like that as well are really important. As nutritionally, Protein is really important. Bone isn't just a mineral. It's nearly half of these bones are a protein matrix. And protein deficiency has been linked with faster bone loss, muscle weakness, higher risk for falls. Older adults need 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. And make sure that you get that protein source staggered throughout the day. Proteins, meat, fish, chicken, eggs, the natural sources. There's also other fortified foods that you can get them from, but natural is always best. Next, after protein, calcium, of course. Calcium provides the mineral structure of the bones. It's not the only mineral, but it's the structural part of it. Most adults need about 1,200 milligrams a day of calcium. Good sources include dairy, if you can take dairy, leafy greens, tofu, fortified plant milks, sardines with the bones. How good is that? Vitamin D, of course, is important. We get it from the sun. It helps us to absorb calcium. Vitamin D intake isn't alone. You get it from sun exposure. Vitamin D helps, combined with K2. K2 and vitamin D bring all the minerals and puts it in your bones, and it's the director. It's like a hormone, really. Of course, sunlight, we mentioned, is where you get it from. Older adults may need to supplement. The Sunshine Council, the Sun Vitamin D Council, recommends 4,000 to 5,000 IUs a day of vitamin D. And you can get it from some fatty fish, eggs, and some, of course, fortified foods. And as I said, you might need to supplement depending on your blood levels. Magnesium, of course, is really important. Magnesium is important. It helps all those minerals crystallize together. It also works well with calcium for calcium metabolism. And it also helps vitamin D. It activates vitamin D. It supports bone health in a major way. And a lot of us are deficient in magnesium. So, good sources of food magnesium are things like pumpkin seeds, almonds, leafy green vegetables, whole grains if you can take them. As far as bone health, another factor that's important is exercise. So bones respond really well to mechanical loading. That means the bones get stronger as we use them. So weight training, lifting heavy weights, doing some sit-to-stand squats, resistance exercise is really important. Climbing stairs, swimming, cycling, walking are excellent for fitness, but the swimming and the cycling won't overload your bones enough to help build them. That's where the resistance training comes in. Let's see. The thing that a lot of us don't realize is that bone loss usually happens slowly, and improving bone health often happens slowly as well. But small, consistent, important habits over time can make a really meaningful difference in helping you to reduce falls and reduce your fracture risk. So if you've had a bone density test and you have any questions about osteoporosis or osteopenia, seek out your healthcare provider. We're happy to help as well. Give us a call, 3808-8040, or check out our website at www.cactuschiropractic.com.au. Thanks for watching, and share this with somebody that might help as well. Thank you, and see you soon.